Did you know that in 2025, Donald Trump plans to ban immigration from 10 specific Asian countries? In this video, we'll reveal the full list and break down the reasons behind each one. From national threats to diplomatic disputes, each country carries its own unique backstory. Let's explore who made the list and why. Number 10. Cambodia. Why is Cambodia one of the countries Trump wants to ban from U.S. immigration in 2025? The answer lies in politics and immigration complications. In recent years, the Cambodian government has moved closer to China, raising alarms among U.S. officials. Trump argues this growing alliance could pose a security threat, especially with rumors of military cooperation and secret land deals. But that's not all. U.S. officials claim Cambodia is not cooperating on deportations. When Cambodian immigrants are ordered to leave the U.S. for visa overstays or minor crimes, the Cambodian government is often slow or unwilling to accept them. Trump calls this a blatant refusal to follow international norms. In 2025, Trump is demanding a full immigration ban on Cambodia, cutting off student visas, tourism, and work permits. For Cambodian families already in the U.S., this means tougher reunions and limited chances to bring loved ones over. Many call this decision extreme, but Trump insists it's about protecting the U.S. and enforcing the law. Number 9. Pakistan. Why does Pakistan land on Trump's ban list in 2025? It comes down to security concerns and strained cooperation. For years, U.S. leaders have accused Pakistan of being a safe haven for terrorist groups. Despite efforts to fight extremism, Trump claims the vetting process is too weak to ensure safety. Trump argues that the Pakistani government cannot reliably provide background information, making it difficult to verify who's coming in. He's proposing a total immigration ban affecting tourists, students, and workers. Another sticking point is deportation cooperation. Officials say Pakistan often delays or refuses to take back undocumented citizens. Trump sees this as unacceptable and insists a ban is the only way to send a strong message. While Pakistani Americans fear increased stigma, Trump says it's all about national security. Number 8. Iran. Why is Iran once again on the immigration ban list? The reason: nuclear fears and decades of tension. Despite years of negotiation, Trump argues Iran remains a global threat, accusing the country of funding terrorism, backing militias, and pursuing nuclear weapons. In 2025, Trump calls for a total shutdown of Iranian immigration. No students, no family reunification, no work visas. It's not the first time Iran has been banned, but this time, the measures are even stricter. Trump says Iranian immigrants could be security threats, even though there's little public evidence. For Iranian families, this feels like déjà vu. Students aiming for top U.S. universities or families longing for reunions face new roadblocks. Critics say the move is more about politics than actual danger, but Trump's message is loud and clear. Iran stays out. Number 7. Syria. Why is Syria still on Trump's immigration ban list in 2025? The answer: continued instability and terrorist threats. While the brutal war has slowed, Syria remains a conflict zone, with terror groups still operating. Trump argues that refugees and immigrants from Syria are difficult to vet and could pose a risk to national security. The 2025 ban affects refugees, students, and family visas. Critics call it a punishment for innocent victims of war, but Trump insists it's about safety first. This decision has outraged humanitarian organizations and Syrian Americans. Many hoped for family reunification, but now face an uncertain future. For Trump, though, it's about limiting risk, whatever the cost. Number 6. Malaysia. Why is Malaysia on Trump's 2025 immigration ban list? The focus is on illegal immigration and security concerns. U.S. officials say many Malaysians overstay their visas and work without documentation. Trump argues that Malaysia has failed to cooperate in resolving these issues. As a result, he proposes a full ban, blocking all visa types, from tourism to work permits. Number 5. Afghanistan. Why is Afghanistan back on the list in 2025? Trump points to unstable leadership, terrorist threats, and human rights abuses. Since the Taliban's return in 2021, Afghanistan has seen violence, oppression, and growing fear. Trump claims the vetting process remains too weak. He proposes a ban on refugees, student visas, and family reunification. Thousands who worked with U.S. forces are still waiting for help, now left behind. For many, the decision feels like a betrayal. Human rights advocates call it a moral failure, but Trump says the U.S. must prioritize its own security. Number 4. Bangladesh. Why is Bangladesh on Trump's ban list in 2025? It's about visa fraud, overstays, and cooperation failures. Trump says Bangladesh has shown a lack of respect for U.S. immigration laws and has refused to accept deportees. Concerns over radicalization and inefficient vetting add fuel to the fire. The proposed ban affects students, workers, and tourists. Communities in New York and Michigan, home to many Bangladeshis, are especially worried. Critics argue that the ban targets a peaceful, hardworking population, but Trump's message is firm. Countries that don't play by the rules will face consequences. Number 3. Myanmar. Why is Myanmar on Trump's 2025 list? The reason: political unrest and military control. The 2021 coup. Myanmar has faced civil war, armed resistance, and ethnic violence. Trump argues that the lack of government control makes it impossible to vet immigrants properly. As a result, he proposes a blanket immigration ban. Human rights advocates say this punishes people already suffering under dictatorship. But Trump insists the U.S. cannot afford risk. Number 2. North Korea. It's no surprise that North Korea is near the top of Trump's 2025 immigration ban list. With no diplomatic ties, zero trust, and a history of provocations, North Korea represents one of the most hostile regimes toward the United States. Trump has long labeled the country as the greatest threat to global security. Although North Korean immigration to the U.S. is extremely rare, Trump insists that any form of entry or asylum poses a security risk. In 2025, his administration has formalized a complete ban: no refugees, no work visas, no student access, even in humanitarian cases. Critics argue this is symbolic, punishing citizens who are already oppressed and have no say in their government's actions. But to Trump, the message is clear: we don't negotiate with dictators. We don't open our doors to their citizens. It's a hardline stance, and one that offers no middle ground. Number 1. China. And now, the most controversial ban of all: China. Trump's 2025 immigration policy takes a bold step by drastically cutting immigration ties with China, America's biggest geopolitical rival. The reason? Spying, technology theft, trade wars, human rights concerns. Trump argues that Chinese nationals pose national security threats, especially through student visa abuse, intellectual property theft, and alleged military-linked researchers entering American universities. He claims that too many Chinese immigrants are part of a broader espionage network, and that the U.S. has been too soft for too long. This ban is broad and sweeping. Fewer student visas, blocked work permits in tech fields, tighter business immigration, restricted family sponsorships for the nearly 5 million Chinese Americans. The impact is profound. Families are divided. Dreams are shattered. Tensions are rising. Yet Trump remains firm. You can't fight a Cold War with open borders. Whether you support it or not, this marks a radical shift in U.S.-China relations and a major escalation in the battle for global dominance. Trump's 2025 immigration ban targeting 10 Asian countries is one of the most aggressive moves in recent U.S. history. Supporters say it's about safety, sovereignty, and stronger borders. Opponents say it's xenophobic, discriminatory, and damaging to diplomacy. Either way, one thing is clear: this decision will reshape how America engages with millions of immigrants, families, and students from across Asia. Will this bring security or spark isolation? Only time will tell. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Adventure Chuckles for more eye-opening stories from around the globe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next big update.